Hello, my name is Cecil, and welcome to my YouTube channel where I talk about things that cause world like matter to me today. And today I want to talk about the Women's World Cup. Yes, the final is finally here. The USA is going to play against Japan. Now, in a way, because coincidence, was the same teams that play against each other in the 2011 World Cup final in Germany, in which the Japanese Um, eventually won. And I think this is a bit of an opportunity for the USA to maybe gain revenge with the Japanese over what happened in Germany 4 years ago, and also to set the US national team player Abby Wambach off on a high as a world champion. Now, I really want to talk about women's football and also about football in the United States. For me, when I was growing up, I never really thought of US as sort of a footballing nation or soccer to be precise, or like that's what they call football over there. They call it soccer. And when I talked to my mom about this, of course, she talked about USA '94 when the USA hosted the Men's World Cup, and it really, I don't know, but she did say that for a place like America, they can't be left out in something like this, because at that time football was gaining so much popularity, not just in Europe and South America, but also in Africa as well, because of the success of the Cameroonians in the Italian '90, and USA happened to host the World Cup. I mean, it really, well, for my mom, it really was such a huge success. Even though the US got out in the round of 16, I mean, it was so popular that so many people were entering the stadiums. And I don't know, she does consider it to be the birth of like USA football over there. And is another coincidence that one thing that I want to talk about is that, before '94, so many greats had eventually played in USA in terms of popularizing the sport. I mean, you have people like Pele, you have players like Gerd Müller, Franz Beckenbauer, all these players, all these legends in the game. As we talk of today, they all played in the United States in order to make the game more popular over there. And even as of today, there are still like modern greats who have played in US or are even going to play in the US in order to popularize the US league, the Major League Soccer. You have people like David Beckham who played in US, Thierry Henry, Steven Gerrard, Frank Lampard, Kaká, David Villa, all these players who are so popular in the modern game right now are, when approaching the end of their careers, they are eventually going to play in the United States. And I think that is good in terms of popularizing the sport. But I know, but I think that is like something that I would want to talk about, because yes, we have these greats who are coming to the US to make the game popular, but what about what about the US themselves? I mean, yes, they have sports that they crave so much, from baseball to American football to ice hockey, but football is something that they really are taking a bit more seriously nowadays, and I think that's a good thing, because more teams, more like cities, are building up franchises for the MLS. But one thing I have against MLS is that they don't really have sort of a promotion or relegation system that the other European leagues do have. And I think that also raised into the question, and also building up players of their own, because you look at the success of teams such as Germany, Spain over the past few years. Majority of them play in their play in their home countries, and they're all brought up in the country system. I think that's what I think USA should really look at. If they're going to be successful in football or soccer, they should be able to bring up some players of their own. I mean, the best US player that I believe to have watched Landon Donovan and Clint Dempsey. But I would say Clint Dempsey because I watch him in the Premier League, and to me he is the most successful American to have played in the Premier League, and there's so much reason. I mean, in Fulham he made like a name for himself, and he was scoring 13 goals as an attacking midfielder. I mean, that was incredible. And it was so incredible that teams like Liverpool and Tottenham were so interested in him that he eventually went to Tottenham. And for his age, I mean, he's not really like, I think he's around 28, 29. But I mean, he went back to the US and he attempts to make the game more popular. You have people like Michael Bradley coming back and Jose Altidore coming back to make the game more popular, and I think that's a good thing. But I think the US would need to like bring up players of their own to become these world-class players to make a sign that the US does want to take football seriously and want to put their mark in world football. But back to the Women's World Cup, I think for me, I think the success and popularity of football that's happened in the United States, I think is mostly due to the women. Because aside, in the 90s, aside hosting the 94 World Cup, the Women's World Cup was created in 91, and USA were the first winners. And in 99, it was hosted by USA, and they eventually won it. And the fact that women's football is not really like taken like so seriously or watched by many, I know myself. I will admit I don't really watch so much of women's football. But in terms of like women's football, all football itself in the United States, I think that its popularity is largely due to the women, because I mean the most famous American footballer to around the world is not even a man, it's Mia Hamm. Mia Hamm is like, for me, is like one of the big pioneers to have popularized football in the United States. And I'm sure there's so many people who will agree with me. I mean, she was like a fantastic player. She scored like hundreds of goals. And it's quite similar to someone like Abby Wambach, who has even scored more international goals than any male or female. So for me, I think women's football it's getting more popular, but I think it needs to be done. But I think it's like if women's football needs to have more popularity, I think it's mostly with the sponsors. I mean, FIFA sponsors the likes of Adidas, McDonald's. I think they should do more. I think they should invest more in women's football, and also FIFA itself. I mean, you can't just say that women's football needs to get popular by women wearing like shorter shorts. I mean, that doesn't make any fucking sense. And also playing in artificial turf, which I think is a bit unfair. I mean, if you're going to get the best of some of these players, they have to play in these natural pitches. And I think there should be more investment for women's football. But also for me, in my conclusion, I think that women's football, or even the women of the United States, have made football so popular that everyone wants to play this game. I mean, it's not expensive. I mean, you just need a ball, you just need two posts, and that's it. But I think that comes to the end of my video. So yeah, I would want to watch the Women's World Cup final between the US and Japan, and let's see what happens. So leave your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think the women actually made football popular in the United States? Do you think it was the 94 World Cup? What do you think of football in the United States? Is it growing with the MLS, or do you think there's more to be done? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Please like, subscribe, or want to share. My name is Cecil Takim. Thank you for watching.